Welcome back to the Power Within Xiangxi Stories. Last time, the crew did a bunch of information gathering on their next score, which was infiltrating one of the Ashikaga compounds in Fort Lingjin to kidnap a dude named Iwamoto Shigeki for Banshee's contact Etsu. So they came up with a pretty wild plan to, after getting a bunch of information, Yuki, aka Shadow, plucked one of the hairs off of one of the dudes from one of the workers from that he met at the bar, took him and gave that to Yuna, who was able to discover where that guy worked and teleport to him into what ended up being the bathroom. Um, the crew knocked him and his buddy out, who came in to check on him because he was having a rough time. And when we left off, the crew had snuck out between patrols. Yuki had popped down a a silence potion, uh, and we left off with the crew trying to, I believe, find a like security office. I think was what y'all were trying to do, if I remember right. So totally. So I've got two clocks here that I'm gonna put up. One is sort of the mission clock, which is just locating Shigeki himself, and the first pie is filled in basically for everything you've done up to this point. Uh, and then the second is sort of the immediate goal that you have, which is locating the security office. Make sure I got those showing y'all, actually.
We can see him. I can, at least.
Can you?
Okay. Yeah. Alarm raised, locate security office, and locate Iwamoto Shigeki.
Yep. So, what do you guys do to find this this office, or this like security office?
Yeah. I guess the.
And remember, you can use flashbacks. You know, if you're like, I don't know what I would do in this situation, maybe you did something beforehand.
Well, we determined that we were in the area, brown area, correct?
In the where? I'm sorry.
I think this is like the brown sector or something like that.
Or what? Whatever I said was off the top of my head, and I wouldn't put too much stock in whatever I said. You're.
Oh,
I would say you're in probably one of the first 4 floors of this building.
Right, I remember you said that too. So I guess question is everything marked off? Like, so most of the time, like there's like in hospitals, you follow a certain color coded line, goes to certain areas for like patients, doctors, this, that, and the third. Is there some similar signage that we can see on the walls or anything like that?
Yeah, I think that'd be fairly. I think it's fair to say that it'd be something like that.
Is there anything that states security?
Not around you at the moment, no.
No.
Did you say we're on the 4th floor?
Yeah, we can just say you're on the 4th floor.
One of them had. Did we grab? I thought Moon said she grabbed like something like a radio or something.
I'm not that smart. I think we looked at their clothing and figured out that it's like the.
I didn't finish.
The not matrix connect in their head. What's that called? Sorry, D.
The sigil.
Thank you. Sigil. So they're tied to the person, but we have those things.
I guess the best thing to do would be to hunt or survey in the area, while another group maintains like and I'm doing this like based off of roles. So like, certain amount of people do the hunt and survey who's good at that, where the other group leads the team to make sure that we stay as silent as possible.
Sure.
Uh, Actually, surveying does make sense. Is there a possibility we can do a flashback to get like plans of this building?
Let's say, could I do a flashback? Because like we said, like this isn't ran by the Whitecaps, but the Whitecaps are in here. So at some point, they probably, in my time when I was there, I probably did something similar in a compound.
Yeah. Flashback would be totally so. With this, tell me how would you go about getting these plans? And it may require a roll, and all that roll is gonna do. So let me just kind of back up. Doing this flashback, you will get those plans, right? Like you're spending the stress to get that. The roll, whatever roll you use, if necessary, is just gonna kind of determine the quality of that effectively, like how good the plans you've got are. So what would Lil J do to kind of get a hold of these floor plans beforehand? So we're flashing back to Lil J doing his thing. What is he doing to get those plans?
I'm honestly taking notes, like mentally, and then so later on I could like write them down for myself to keep them to know. Okay, so like in this compound we did this type of layout. This is where each area we had certain things laid out. You know, and in different compounds, you know, it was the same thing. You know, like we came in to help, and it was like, okay, well, this is what you have laid out, but this is the layout we should do. It was always the same one of like, hey, the security is always here.
Okay. Let me just take a look at something real quick. Dang it. I just want to look at because how long ago was he in? I don't think we ever established how long ago he was in the Black Apps. When was he kind of driven out?
At this
how
point,
long?
we're going now on 8 years at this point. They've been trying to push me out for 10, but 8 was when it was finally like, all right, yeah, I'm done, I'm out.
Okay, so I'm just looking at his the background stuff that we put down from. So he's 22 now. Unless you want to change that, I don't mind if you want to change his age.
Yeah, we'll probably change him. Probably put him like maybe at this point, we'll say 32, 34.
32.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine with me. So he's been out for about 8 years. Okay, so things could, of course, potentially change within 8 years, but I think that would cost. Let's see, I think it's 0 to 2. I think that would cost 2 stress to kind of think back and sort of map out everything that he remembers as far as his recollection of it. I would like a action roll for that, kind of just to determine how much he's able to kind of pull out of that, how much useful information he can pull out of that. What action would he use in that kind of recollection?
For this, wanting to get to the security area as fast as I'm trying to get to it too, would probably be hunt.
Yeah, and this is just kind of considering like he's trying to remember, write that stuff down. I think with hunt, let me just look at the.
Would it be insight?
Yeah, gathering information about his location and movements. I think that's pretty fair. But I do think just because it has been as long as it has been, it'd be limited. But so again, remember, you are still getting it. This is just determining its quality effectively. So it'd be a controlled for limited effect. Boom. So yeah, you are able to pull pretty good information from your head, and you are fairly certain you're like 80% certain that the layouts haven't changed too much, and yet, even if they did, you would be pretty certain of where to go in here. So with that, I'm going to fill in 2 of the deals there. So you've got a heading basically. You're like, okay, Lil J, you, and now you're like, all right, the security office could only be in one of these areas, but you got to get there. So what do you guys do?
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's what I was thinking.
I'm at 6 right now.
I have 5 right now.
I don't have any. Yeah, I
I was gonna say I don't have any.
So we prowling with Calvin.
Let's see. Yeah. So you guys are prowling, following Lil J's map, and yeah, there's still definitely plenty of heavy patrols. So that is going to be. Are you leading the group, Dre? Is that what he's trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it'll be risky for
Standard.
No, because the patrols are as heavy as they are, it's going to start at no effect right now. You guys are very exposed. Basically coming into. I wouldn't say it's desperate yet because they haven't found you and they're not looking for you specifically. It doesn't really work like that. Like, it would be like desperate to me in this instance would be they are actively looking for you, like you've been spotted and they're looking, and you're trying and you're. Yeah, it's not gonna change it up like that.
Hold on. So you're saying we'll prowl for no effect? So we'll just be walking around in circles?
Yeah. So basically, when it starts at no effect, it's you can
Even
push it up.
with
You can push
blueprints?
to. Yeah, because the patrols are so heavy right now, they are out and about. Yeah, like the window of sneaking by as a group is incredibly difficult with the amount of patrols that are wandering through here. And remember, you guys are in the middle of an Ashikaga like dormitory with heavy black cap presence.
Yeah, that. Like I get what you want for the no effect and stuff, but to me, if it's heavy, that sounds more desperate than risky, in my opinion. But
It's the only reason it's staying risky right now is because we have not been seen. Like,
they have been alerted to something funny because of my vial. Okay.
mhm.
Yeah.
Because Dre is leading it, it would have to be him.
Can we do a fortune roll to determine specifically where we are on the map? I guess because we have blueprints now, Little J has already like given us a base of everything kind of scenario. And so I guess with that base, he knows that we're on the 4th level, so he should, with the blueprints, it should be like, all right, so we're in 4th level, and then this is like the chemical lab area, or like I guess like landmarkers, so that we can at least determine like where not to go. if that makes any sense. Sorry, my allergies.
No, I mean I feel like that's part of what y'all are doing. Like I don't think that needs a fortune roll. Like I think you guys have a heading. Like it is all part of that effectively. Like that is already kind of factored in. Like it is just this is how stacked the odds are against you right now.
Okay, hence the no effect. I guess like it was bugging me that we have a blueprint and we have no effect. I thought, but if it's that difficult, then and I thought we all could change our stress if we needed to push it to make it a better roll. But we can change it. We can change positions in a group roll, correct? Because we did that.
Like each person changing their
Right.
their position.
Because I thought we did that when we fought the Pookie Pookie. Or we did that with me and Dre. It was a group action because I had to break it.
I believe you were leading that one though.
I was. So I guess it was because I changed position.
Right.
It changed. Okay. So the leader has to either push or change positions to change effect and I guess just effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Pretty much.
that's tough.
Yeah. Like everyone else rolling with no effect isn't going to really matter,
Right.
other than if you fail, because you're just giving up stress. But that's all that's happening.
So technically, your base, you'll lose 2 stress, guaranteed, because if you push yourself. But then if we fail,
Right.
you can get 1, 2, 3, 4 more, 5 including himself, right?
I guess it is for each 1 to
For
3.
each. Oh yeah, that's tough. That's
It's very tough. This is a very tough roll.
7 max.
This is a very tough roll.
Bro.
And I also want to another reason that it is no effect right now is based on tier. This is a higher tier area.
Okay.
so
See, now
that
it's starting to. Now the stack is starting to make it hurt.
Yeah. Tier is legit. It can get rough. So Dre, that is where we are starting with. So we are at risky with no effect. Are you gonna push to?
I will push for limited.
Okay.
That's automatic 2 stress. I'll mark that.
And you can trade a position as well if you want to make that desperate for standard.
You get
And
the
what-
XP, bro.
And, yeah, might as well.
Just a leader.
He's the one that.
That's correct. Yeah, in terms of just locating security office, yeah. You do only need the one to fill that in, but this could also count towards. Well, no, I guess because you're locating the security office, that won't count towards locating Iwamoto yet.
What if it could? Oh no, I was gonna say it. What if it could
Could it
increase
count
the
towards
alarm?
it? Like, let's say, just depending on how well we do it, we have maybe additional time to browse and get that information.
Yeah, I guess we can see what happens with the roll and determine it from there for sure.
So this is now the position changes for all of us, so we're all desperate now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, desperate for standard now. But
we just don't get the XP. Wow. All right. Cool.
And
Well,
I
you
just
gotta-
put a notch into prowl. Is that how
Mhm.
that works?
yeah, you put a notch into not
Prowess.
prowess. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Got a 4 from me, big dog.
got a partial.
Come on, give us a 6. There we go. Let's go, Moon.
Someone got the success. So now we're just seeing if someone can get a crit at this
Hold
point.
Little J, what are you doing?
What am I rolling? Prowl?
Prowl.
Prowl, desperate for standard.
CJ, did you roll?
I was waiting for all the rows to go through.
There we
Success.
go. 2 6s. Let's
Hey.
go. You're good, bro.
So we will fill that in. So yeah, you guys, you passed by, like you just kind of weave in and out of several patrols walking by, and the presence is heavy, incredibly heavy. Couple close calls. You kind of hear some of the guards chatting, but you don't get any useful information up until you get to kind of this area. It's almost like a open like briefing room, and as you're passing by, you're able to catch sort of the like a patrol kind of getting ready for their next shift, and you see sort of the black cap, one of the black cap commanders is kind of addressing the platoon. They're all kind of facing her. She's facing towards the kind of the open doorway, and you guys are kind of hidden in such a way where you can listen in for a second. And the only reason I think you would have maybe even stopped is she was calling out names, saying like, you know, blank and blank, you know, your garden, Mato, Xuen Han, your garden, Guangzhou, you know, and then she comes up, and then you just kind of catch the name. Let's see, Iwamoto. Let's see, Zhu Huan and Jing. You guys are guarding. You guys are guarding him. You should be waiting for you to go relieve those guys. They're on. They've been on patrol for at least a good 12 hours. So, if the intel from the witch is right, the oracle she gave us, we got a month left on this, guys, at the very least. So, if all that comes to pass, we're on the lookout for five individuals, potentially entering the building at some point.
They know we're here. They know we're coming.
As if, says, but you know, it's a witch intel. You know how they are. I don't know who pissed them off, but we'll take it off as that for the time being. If it comes true, comes true. If not, you know, just bear with the patrols for the next month. You know, you get a couple of yes, ma'am. You know, but past that, you don't get any more useful information. But across, like nearby to that area, is where the security office is. You see, kind of clearly labeled, like, you know, security console or whatever. So what do? The patrol area is about to, like that briefing room, they're about to break and kind of file out. So you have limited time to kind of get into that office. So what do?
And that's if it's unlocked.
We're getting into the office, bruh.
Do we still want to be in the office, or do we want to try and follow these dudes that are guarding our guy?
Did we see who the guys were to the names of, you said Zhu Guang was one of them?
Whatever I said, whatever their names were.
Whatever he said.
I heard one of them was Zhu Guang, I thought. Yeah. No,
He
they
was
were
being
guarded.
They're
Being
guarded.
guarded.
There was like 2 other people that was being guarded, or at least that's what he said.
No, that's my bad. No, he's being guarded. He's being guarded. Those guys did.
Yeah.
But those
Didn't see
were
security guards.
just workers though, just kind of blue collar workers.
I was gonna ask if the security station would actually have like their sigils on deck. You know, like their barcodes, so we can follow them throughout like the security console, stuff like that. That's what I'm saying, or something like that. You were thinking something similar.
So one thing you do see above the security console, the security office, is a sign scanner. So those without a sign will raise the alarm. So that is an obstacle that you all have to will kind of get around. So what do you guys do to get past that and into the office?
Any big vents?
I made my way in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to us. It's supposed to be sort of a mix of tech and magic. Do you think she'd be able to go in there and do that with magic? I think that could work. I think it would be kind of a mixed bag. Because it's such a mix, there may be things there that she wouldn't understand that on the technical side, but the magical side she could deal with.
Man, I didn't know the tech stuff was gonna be this hard. To me, it'd be... This technology more, wouldn't it be?
Say that again. I'm sorry, I missed it. Going by kind of like base, like raw, it just kind of depends. Tinker. It can fit. I feel like, yeah, it just kind of depends on what you're trying to do, ultimately. It's kind of what fits more. The Tinker would probably be your kind of catch-all, like, I'm a hacker man kind of a deal.
I have 0 tinker and 0 finesse, in fact.
I always play the Tinker. Nah. You just want me to play Dekonga in this group too? He definitely would have been a Tinker.
Remember flashbacks. Maybe you had someone give you something. Maybe Etsu was able to cook something up, like a temporary bypass that you could use to get through. You know. That you can do beta that thing, bada boom. Yeah, I think that would just be a stress cost, and I think that'd be just one. Because because I don't think that would be too difficult for her to really cook up and be ready for, at least at this level, at the level that y'all are on. Yeah. Science scans are very new, so there's still a lot of like ways to kind of get around them, but it is a temporary measure. So you maybe like only have so long in the office before it'll catch you.
Well, if we can use that and then have Moon add a little magic to it to kind of like delay it even further, that could be useful.
Moon, do you want to try and do that? That would be an action roll.
Yeah, it is just an idea. The more time we get, and then that can give us, the rest of us, time to like pounce on anybody who comes into the room if there's nobody there now.
So the consequence here, and I just want to lay it out, the potential consequence here is that it backfires, and that the alarm raise clock ticks even further. That's sort of the danger here.
So
we already in that danger regardless, right? You said time frame wise.
I'm just thinking,
just with the key card.
if we don't extend our time in there, would us being able to do an action, the failure potential be that time's up or alarms raised, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
kind of just depends on, I guess, what we're doing in there.
Yeah,
I would say like trying to sort of get the key card, I guess, to give you more time. Like if that's what you're rolling for, then that's what happens.
Yeah.
But the danger then is I would say more you get more time, but there's an increased chance of like more patrols or something like that, you know. Whereas if you just spend you're just spending the flashback, the stress for this flashback, whatever you do, whatever role you're committing to within the office,
yeah,
may have different consequences.
Sure. I guess I would just use the key card, get in there, try to do something, and then.
Oh, I got an idea what we can do in there.
My intent, and I don't know if you guys will want me to change it, but is get in and basically, if I can, throw up an illusion at like the door so it doesn't look like we're in there doing stuff. It looks like what it's supposed to look like, so we're at least not attracting additional attention if people are walking by.
Because the sign thing is more like a scanner, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So like Maggie's illusion will help against like guards on the outside.
Right.
But unless she can somehow trick the sign reader, I don't know. Not that I don't like that idea. It's just two different kind of angles.
And that's just to walk into the guard room, right? Or the security room. Okay,
that's correct.
But that we have the key card to fool it for a certain period of time.
Right.
So
right.
I think let's just do that then. And I like the idea for if somebody comes in, you do that, Maggie. So then, like, it can add to our prowl to where it's like it gives us that kind of illusionary look, and then we can either move about and move out without them noticing it. Because it could be a really good.
In my head, it's like, okay, cool. We have the card to get us in, and that at least gets us in the door. But people walking by are still gonna be like, y'all don't belong here, potentially. So if there's an illusion, so it doesn't look like people don't belong there, we've covered both sides.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. I do have an idea for you once we're in there. and it's kind of similar to what we did when we were trying to find where the necromancer was, using your magic with the security system to find Iwamoto.
Yeah, okay. So you guys you kind of prowl into security office. The key card kind of passes over the sign, scans over the key card, kind of gives like a little green light as you move in, and you see there's scanners like on both sides of the door, so they're kind of like constantly scanning their respective areas. So that's why you only have so much time before it will kind of read what's going on, what's wrong. So you see kind of these magical screens, all kind of up on the wall. They're kind of like curved around. There's a console on the before it, kind of floating magic console. So what do you guys do when you get in here? You see sort of the feeds. You see people kind of moving around. All the patrols moving through each of the floors.
Sorry, continue.
It does look like the feeds don't show all the floors. From what you can see, it only goes up to potentially the 6th floor.
How many floors are there on this compound?
8 from the map that LOJ was able to make.
I'm assuming because he's one of the people that were guarded, he's gonna be pretty high. Assumption. 8 floors.
Quite potentially. The thing that we're looking at, is there little guard dots with names on a map? Is that a thing that's happening, or is it just kind of like cameras?
I wanted to know too. Yeah.
You know what? Let's do a fortune roll to see if that is something that would exist on here.
And if it doesn't, Moon, we gotta use. We got magic.
So I'm doing 2d6. See what you get.
Ooh.
4 and a 5. Let's see. So a mixed result, limited partial effect. What should that be then?
Maybe they're dots, but they're just like ID numbers, not names or something.
You know what? That's perfect. I think that's perfect. Yeah. So you're seeing the ID numbers and little dots everywhere. You kind of see like the map is like a better version of like a more a better looking version than the like rough hand drawn map that Lil J did, but it's pretty accurate in terms of what he created. You see it kind of follows up pretty well, and you kind of see the dots all over the place, but just the ID numbers.
Let me do a quick sketch. Is there a roster around specifically for the security numbers? Like
I think you could
looks and stuff.
What would you use to look for that?
Potentially
that would require an actual
study.
like that.
Mine, I got hunt. I have no study or survey, but that's
I
basically
picture
the
in my
idea.
mind that there's like a stack of fucking things, and we have to look through it to find it. You know,
That's basically what my thought was like what are you looking through, or how are you trying to like locate that kind of information?
And our studious people who may be the only ones who could do this are Dre and Moon. So
Yeah, no, facts. Metagaming, Chemo knows that we keep rosters of everybody's like stuff in our security.
oh yeah,
desks.
I mean we have to know
So-
what people are good at, right?
So, because previous jobs, but to be honest, like Moon, can you use the computers to find Kuamoto? Like use your magic.
So dumb question. Did we pay? I think we talked about this, and my brain just completely it discarded the answer. Did we know which guards she said were guarding him? Did we pick out who those people
so
were?
we would find their names on the list and attach them to the number, and
No.
the number would be
I meant
where
did
they
we
go, right?
physically lay eyes on them? Because my next question would be, can't we just look on the cameras? But if not, then sure, I'll come up with some bullshit reason I can magic it.
No, we don't have to
No,
magic it. There's a list of things that we're looking through. We're studying
one idea. That was one idea. Was one of us looks at the the folders and stuff to find Zhu Guang's number, and then pinpoint him on the thing. And then I was asking Maggie if she could use her magic like we did with the necromancer to see if she could pinpoint Iwamoto's shade.
Sure. I think we are only going to be able to do one thing at a time, and then once something fails, then time's up. So it's like we kind of have to decide which path we want to go down.
Kind of,
you know, because like I don't think
that's the reason why the scene is there. So like if you got Little J doing the study to find one thing and then Maggie doing another, like it's all within the same time frame. We're in the same scene. No,
I just don't think that's how it can work.
How it works. It's basically it's per consequence, or
Right.
per action roll is per consequence. So like just because they're doing the same thing at the same time doesn't mean it would share the same consequence.
No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I was saying. At the same time, they do their rolls, and then their consequences will obviously stack up if there are consequences. I'm just saying, within the time frame of the sign scanner scanning us, we have the time within the scene to do these things. That's what I'm saying.
I see. No, and he's right on that. Like you would have enough time for you all to do like a thing, you know.
Exactly. That's so.
Yeah, no, you're totally on point there. But you know, yeah, like if those rolls go bad, of course,
Right.
No, 100%. You're getting stacked up on. But and that's why I said in the fiction, it's like, oh, you guys help out Little J find these things, pinpoint his number, whereas you know me and Maggie can attune to the magical force and potentially either locate Iwamoto or and see if we can do that. You know, this, that, and the third, but it's whatever. That's just the ideas that I had to bring.
I guess for something with that, sorry to interrupt, we're still learning the system. I'm trying to figure out the possibilities of shit we could do. For instance, if Dre was the one to study the list, and if Moon wanted to help Dre, could she help Dre and then also lead an action within this, you know, potential one action time frame?
Say that again. Like give me that scenario again real
Sure.
quick.
So we are trying to do a lot of things in a short amount of time because the scanner is scanning the room. If Dre is going to look through the list by using study, and Moon would help Dre by spending a stress to give him an extra die, would then Moon also be able to do her own thing where she's studying the cameras with magic during this like short amount of time in the fiction type thing? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so, no, because to me that would be two different actions.
Sure. Okay.
You know,
so like someone
like,
else
could,
you could essentially be helping someone with teamwork or doing your own action within a time, whatever, but you cannot do both.
And this isn't like a hard and fast thing. I think for like this scene right here, like it wouldn't make sense that she had enough time to help him sift through some papers and then go to do the thing with the cameras. She would have to do one or the other with the limited time that y'all have.
Well, I guess any one of us side characters could help with like the study thing. Like, I could, like Little J can give you a stress. You know, he can burn a stress to give you an extra die to study.
And Bro, Little J is stressed out of his mind.
Well, I'm just. It was an example.
No.
And then I could do the same thing, or Maggie could lead the magic attunement thing for the magical part, and then we can see how that works. Real quick, Maggie, how many stress do you have?
I don't have any right now.
Oh, that's perfect. So yeah, you can leave.
How many people even have a tune though?
I got a tune. I only got one die though, but I might push myself to help you.
And remember, like this is Magitech stuff. So without a actual like sigil implant, you know, if you're not someone that can connect to the magic internet, this would be a little bit more difficult for you. It's not impossible to
so,
kind of to
so
like
she would
hack
need
in.
Banshee. Yeah, she would need Banshee for that then.
You know, and I mean, it could be even just Banshee, just using a stress to add a die, and that's the justification or whatever. But even still, like, I think within the fiction we're creating here, like, I think even if you're not like physically connected, you can still magically kind of get in there. It's just I think it's kind of what we're coming up with here.
No, I
with the white
like
cap
the
and
idea. Yeah, I like the idea where like we have the tech part, which is with Travis's character, and then the magic part, which is with Maggie, and then.
Okay, so we got a few different things going down here. It sounds like we've got one group is trying to kind of hack into the console and locate the specific guards you're looking for and where they're going. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then what was the other group doing? Searching through the.
The goal is the same. The methodology is different.
Okay.
Yeah, because I guess the best thing because originally the magic was to find Iwamoto using the security computer.
Oh, okay. So not the guards, but Iwamoto.
The other group was to find the guards so we can easily go and like move with them and potentially probably take them out, I guess. But to find as well.
Find the guards, and then locate them on the little dots and then do whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Yuna, you are. So we'll save Yuna for last there. Who is trying to locate the guards? Like trying to find them through the books or whatever. So Dre and Shadow.
Yeah. I'll burn
Both
his
are-
stress so he can get the stuff.
Okay. And Dre, what are you using to
Study.
kind of study? So you're kind of looking through all the papers and books and seeing if you can find kind of that guard list.
Yep.
Could this potentially go towards the locate Iwamoto?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was certainly the
see.
plan.
Okay, cool. In my mind, that's what I wanted, but I wanted now. I was like, let me verify.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, don't be shy about asking that kind of thing for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, that will absolutely count if it's a success. So let's see. You guys are in a still risky position, but you've kind of set yourselves up fairly well to give yourself a little bit of time to do a quick search. So I think it is just a risky standard right now.
Could I possibly trade positions to go desperate, right?
Okay, so what does desperate look like in this situation for Dre?
So essentially, like how I'm envisioning it, I guess, is like we're looking through everything, right?
Mhm.
We're trying to get all the paperwork or just identify whatever we want. And in kind of like a panic mode, he kind of just hones in, like kind of goes into that limitless mode, tunnel vision, to where I pretty much lose peripheral. I don't know what's going on. I'm just strictly focused on this. So let's say if something did happen, if a guard walked in or something like that, I wouldn't really be aware or conscious because I'm so focused into trying to find this information.
I think with that, what's happening is you're kind of so focused in that he's maybe not noticing that there is like a little spider hole kind of cornered up in the like kind of nearby that is kind of locked onto him because of kind of that desperate motion, and it's like a little bit out of the ordinary, and so it is kind of honing in on him at the moment, but it hasn't, like, no alarm has been raised. It hasn't caught him as of yet as to what's going on. So desperate for great. What do we got?
With a +1 die with his stress. Is that how I wrote that?
Mm-hmm. Boom.
Tight.
So that is 3 ticks on the
Let's go.
block.
Gang, gang.
Let's go, Magic Team. You're next.
So yeah, Dre, you just you're going like full Sherlock. You kind of just know like, all right, I know I kind of get exactly where I need to look. I just need to look through here, and here, and you just kind of like boom, you find the 2 names, their IDs, and you're able to point them out on the console, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And you do it so quickly that the little spider bot that was kind of like honing in on you pulls back and then just kind of skitters away as you kind of like you yourself notice it, I think, and freeze up enough to where it doesn't, you don't freeze up to be suspicious, but enough like normal movements that it no longer is interested in. And so then it just kind of skitters away back into wherever they go to.
Hell yeah.
So you are attempting to locate Shigeki himself through the console. Is that right?
I'm jacking into Banshee, who is going to identify him because she's.
Are you
the
like
one
controlling me or some shit?
in my head. And again, I'm sorry. All I can think of when we hear this stuff, even though you have given me no reason to, is the Matrix. So, Banshee is plugged into the Matrix, and my hands are like on the side of her face, Spock style, like being in her. So I am helping push that magically as she's locked in.
I'm the conduit.
Yep, Etsu's like contact, and we're doing this, and it's like, this guy that we're looking for, and I'm pushing through her brain to find him because she's the one that's gonna know, and I'm using my magic to really hone that in.
Okay. Sick. So yeah, it's kind of it's you, Etsu, and Banshee all kind of mind melded right now in the internet, trying to find this guy.
In the internet.
And I think we kind of see like it's almost it's almost like a version of the ghost field, but it's just it's all just kind of code. Effectively, you guys kind of push into this computer, and you're floating through the different floors. You kind of see everyone walking around like as code. Etsu is doing her best from her end as well as she could, because you kind of like hacked her in through that way.
What the hell is happening? Don't ask questions. Find this dude.
No, this is standard. So she was ready for you guys to do this. But you of course have to kind of lead the charge here and move you guys through the building to be able to locate him.
The one controlling all of the movements because it's on the magic side.
I'm just a machine.
So yeah, what are you rolling? What action are you using to do all that?
Tune.
Okay. That is going to be a risky standard.
What do I do? Does it cost me something? Do I spend a stress to give her a die, or do I not give her a stress and doesn't give her a die, but she could use me to get on the internet, or how's that work?
If we're just saying if you don't want to spend a stress, you don't have to. We can just say that's just the fiction of how she is doing this.
How much attune do you have?
2.
I'll just spend 1 and give her another one.
Okay. So now you have.
Although I'm about to go cyber psychosis on y'all, so.
So I can spend a stress and I can make it my effect greater.
It would be 2.
You can change position to make your effect greater.
So what's the current effect?
So right now it's
standard.
So standard would be 2, so we would fill the clock on standard, so we don't have to increase the effect.
I'm still trying to understand the mechanics.
I mean, yeah, if we're XP farming, sure, but
I'm not. I just wanted to understand.
Yeah, if you were wanting to get a greater effect, you could spend 2 stress, or you could trade your position.
Okay.
Can we get a hero point at the beginning of the session, D?
All right, Brad. This is plays, baby. No heroes here, only criminals.
Failure.
3, 2, 1. Wow.
Oh dear.
It's the countdown to destruction right there.
All right.
Not good.
So yeah.
Too bad we don't have that hero point.
Uh, let's see. Things go badly. You suffer harm. A complication occurs. You end up in a desperate position, or you lose this opportunity. So, I think what happens is you do find him. So you kind of are floating through, and Etsu goes there, and she you kind of see this outline show up on the 6th floor, and she goes, "That's him right there." And then, like, as soon as she points him out, you guys are just knocked out of the out of sigil, and the alarm starts blaring. It goes, "Wah, wah, wah." And so that is going to fill in the alarm raised two ticks, and you hear intruder spotted on 5th floor. Intruder spotted, 5th floor.
I thought we were 4th floor.
Oh no, we have another.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Oh, no. But we did find Iwamoto, you said.
That's correct.
So which floor did we find him on?
He's on the
You know,
6th
6th floor.
He's on the 6th floor. Okay, I missed that one. So we have a new map. We've seen the 6th floor based off of this map. Now it's just let's get there.
Mhm.
Oh, let's go.
So,
again, are there any air ducts?
could we resist that so that
You
the
absolutely
alarm
could.
does not tick up?
So it would. So the alarm going off would happen, but
Okay.
you could resist the clock ticks for sure.
Okay. I guess, like, so the alarm goes off, but the alarm ticks and the alarm raise thing does not happen. So fictionally the alarm
happening.
goes off, or
So the alarm raised here is for you guys specifically.
So
okay.
this alarm raise is not for us because it's somebody on the
Exactly.
5th floor.
Exactly.
I guess,
Like
Maggie,
this,
would
like-
you want to do something like that? Like, would you? Basically, you would likely spend stress to not have the alarm raise clock get filled in by. It was 2, right?
So I would say in this case, because it will reduce the effect, not remove it. So it would only fill in 1.
Gotcha. You haven't spent any stress, Maggie, or have you?
Not this mission. Not
And
this
you
mission.
have a gang of resolve. So you would roll 4d6 and remove whatever the highest is from 6. I mean, I will say do it. I would do it, but obviously it's your character. You can do whatever you want, but this is almost like the perfect thing. It's the perfect
It's
action
one
for you
stress?
to... It's 6 stress minus whatever your highest die roll of 4
Got it.
die is.
Got it.
You don't have to do it. I'm just... You get 4, and that's a lot.
Sure. Is that valuable? I can't see the clock that's ticking the alarm. I can only see locate Shigeki.
With
Thank you.
yeah, we're at 4 out of 6, so you would take it down to 3 out of 6.
And in this instance, because the resistance roll is kind of determined, it's determined by GM for like whatever the situation is.
Sure.
And in this one,
Determined by GM, so deal with it.
well, I'm torn between it being no. Sorry, like I'm my mind is like trying to figure out like which one makes the most sense, and it's splitting between insight and resolve. And I think let's go.
It's
with resolve.
between. It's based off of you deciding what it is, not what the action was that the roll was.
Yeah. The resistance roll is determined by and again, it's usually dependent on the fiction, or always dependent on the fiction.
Sure. Okay.
And the GM
I
will
had thought
give
that
you,
it
like-
was just whatever you had rolled.
And I get 4 dice because I have a tick in each thing.
Exactly,
That's
for
correct.
resolve. So if he says that it's actually not resolve, it's insight, you only have 1 die, and it's a much higher chance that you take a lot of stress for resisting it. so it's not
Right.
as strategic.
But I do think resolve is a fair deal for this one. If you want to resist, if that's what something you want to do.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Come on, double 6 to get more, less stress. 4's not that bad. So you take 2.
Yeah, you take two stress, and that removes. So you instead of 2 blips on the pie, only 1 fills in. The alarm is going off, but they are not looking for you guys specifically. As you heard, the alarm was for a single intruder.
Any chance we could use this diversion to our benefit?
I don't know. How do you?
I mean, if everybody runs off to go respond to the alarm on 5, we use the distraction to get ourselves where we're trying to go. We avoid level 5, we skip right up to level 6.
Sounds like a roll to me.
Sounds sick.
Sounds like a roll. Who's leading it? Are we all just prowling?
I mean, yeah, I think it's another group prowl with whoever has the least stress out of you and Dre. Or whoever has because it doesn't even matter who actually leads it. Like, they don't even have to be good at prowl. It could just be whoever has the least stress.
Yeah, we all just roll stress or prowl. I got 2 more ticks before I try them out, so it ain't me.
I'm good with doing it.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Dre and Moon got our
That's because we
least
traumatized
stresses.
out last time.
Yeah.
Are we risky standard or are we all desperate now?
So this is still risky.
They're going
Because
to
they
level
are-
5, not level 4.
Yeah, but there's still a shit ton
We
of
still
guards.
have to
just
we have to
all
get
over the place.
through. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just making a plea of not desperate. Like,
Well,
Sure, no, it wouldn't be desperate because again they are not searching for you specifically as of yet. But it is
that
starting
high
at no
alert.
effect. It is going to start at no effect though.
So it would have to be pushed to get to an effect, and then if we wanted standard effect, we'd have to make it desperate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
There
it seems
is
like
no So
Right now it is starting at no effect.
it seems like a
Risky.
good trade to me. If we could get desperate standard via however many 2 stress plus stress for the joint action, we could fill in the clock and get to him.
yeah.
Which we would be in a pretty decent fucking spot to have infiltrated Ashikaga, get to our boy, and no one has traumatized out yet. That's pretty good.
So you're doing pretty damn good at that point.
Yeah.
This is rolling prowl.
Yeah.
Are we
So Dre,
all-
are you? So yes, if that's what you're wanting to roll. And are you doing? Are you trading position and pushing yourself?
Yeah.
You doing both? Okay. So this is desperate for standard.
you want us to roll first before you, CJ?
Yeah, I'll roll for Kyle since he just stepped out.
Okay. D, I can only put the effect at limited, just so you know.
Oh really?
Yeah, it won't let me. It's only limited, standard, and great. So
Yeah,
it'll just say risky limited. Just
It won't let you put desperate.
no.
Desperate for the
Are we
position.
desperate?
Yeah.
This is desperate for standard.
Hold on, sorry. So
for
desperate
sure.
for standard. My bad. Desperate for standard. No, it's the
Same
same
thing.
roll, basically.
How? All right. Well, I don't cost you stress. Oh my
got
God! Moon is the
We got
best.
Moon.
Hold on. For the 4th time or whatever, is it
Yeah.
Moon or Yuna?
It's
Moon?
like Korean. My
So
my
Yuna.
name is Yuna, and
All
Moon
right.
is my surname.
Can you change it on
answered
a
the
character
book.
sheet so it shows up as Yuna on the players thing down here? Because I just keep reading Jaded Fairy Moon.
Oh, we could change.
I don't
that.
know how that changes because it's on my character sheet.
Yeah. So just
Yeah,
switch.
a lot of this is like automated now.
Oh, that's D shit. My bad. I thought I just read it off the character sheet. Something.
Yeah, I think it's like automated. I don't know how to. I can figure out how to change that later.
I don't add any dice to this, right? It's just my row.
That's right.
Push
Right.
yourself.
Well, I mean, we already have succeeded. It's just you're just figuring out if you are taking stress or not.
Yeah,
But
you
you're
guys,
not.
because Yuna got that 6.
Still need Jim.
Still need Jim. See if he throws any stress on the pile.
Thought I wrote for him.
You did, but it's under your name, I think.
Oh, is that what happened?
I think because that's what the 4-1 was, and then CJ rolled his, which was the 3-5.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it goes Yuki, Dre, Yuki,
Yeah.
Banshee Man.
Nope, solid.
Dude, no stress and a success, bro.
Boom.
My God.
It technically got 2 stress, but yeah. No
Extra stress.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah,
Fuck
you guys, you use your key card to get past because each of the floors has that sign scan on it. But you're able to use that key card to kind of bypass it and just keep it moving as you are kind of circling through, and you're dodging patrols left and right, following Dre's movement. You guys are able to just boom, 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 boom. You get up to the 6th floor. You get to where Iwamoto was supposed to be, and as you get up there, you see each of the rooms. It's like a hallway. Again, this is a dormitory, and each of the rooms has 2 guards posted in front of it. There's only before the hallway turns, there's only like 2 rooms per hallway, so you got about 4 guards on this hall, guarding each side of each door. What do you do?
So we know which one Iwamoto's in. It's just the obstacle right now is guards.
Is the guards, correct.
Gotcha.
They have not spotted you yet, but it won't be long before they do.
I mean, unless anybody has any better ideas, I don't know if anything's faster than just fucking killing them. No. Like, I don't know. If an alarm's going off and they're like, intruders on blah, 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 I don't think a diversion's really going to work in my mind with these guards. Like, it seems like they're pretty unlocked. Like, nope, you don't fucking leave this door until the next man comes or whatever, right? So.
Right.
What would it take for me to get in their brains and tell them to stand down?
I was almost thinking like an illusion to have guards come up to them. Because like if you have guards approaching them so they think they're about to get switched out or something, or like there's an illusory wall of guards walking towards them and us behind them, and then just fucking start wailing on them. Jump past the illusion. That was something I thought of. Just because that seems easier in my fiction than brain fucking them.
But brain fucking is so fun.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's, it is a cool.
I can start messing with their brains to distract them, and then knock them.
That would also be distracting. That's true. Yeah.
All right. So are you gonna do some brain fuckery?
What if we combine it? It's an illusion of guards coming up, but actually the guards pull out shivs and stab them, but they're really being stabbed in their brain.
I mean, you tell me. You're the one that wants to do the brain messing with.
I am fine, actually, if the team is cool with like, hey, we're going to have you create this illusion and we're gonna run up and stab them from behind the illusion, like that works for me too.
Okay. So
I feel like that's an easy. That seems like a tactic we would have come up with at some point, like something we were like, hit them with fucking plan A.
Yeah, I love it. So yeah, you are creating an illusion of guards to come and walk up to these guys and stab them in the brain. Like it looks like they're about to stab them in the brain, but then that is, of course, your teammates actually.
The illusion, the way I'm picturing it, the illusion is blanketing my team. So
okay.
So like they're wearing an illusion, and then they go up, and instead of the guards saying what they're expecting, like, all right, Jing, tapping out, I'm tapping in, it's just Banty like, and she stabs them. So in their head, they see their own friends stabbing them in their guts, but it's really my homie Banshee.
Okay, interesting.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing for that? What action you rolling for that one?
Obviously, attune. That's all I do.
I attune.
I attune to the magic field and do that thing.
How many do you have? Standard 2?
2, yeah.
Yeah, that is a very risky move for sure.
That's a cool move, though.
Yeah, it is.
That's freaking sweet, Maggie.
Yeah, I think for standard effect, yeah, I think there's not a lot to kind of block that from them, for sure.
Let's freaking go, man.
She already did it.
You're on roll, bro.
Dang!
Even hot with those 6s.
Yuna's on fire!
Oh,
So yeah,
it's our scene, man.
so who is getting blanketed in illusion magic?
Banshee. Because in my
Banshee.
head, she's got her little like mantis ray things on
Mantis
her arm.
blades, excuse me, okay? I got mantis rays, I got fish!
Okay.
Gonna get Steve Irwin.
So Banshee, you are now illusioned as a black cat.
Disgusting.
You're able to make your way up to these guards if you wish.
Oh, I would love to. Yeah, it sounds great.
Okay. Yeah, you go up to them, and they kind of look you up and down, and go, "We're ready for relief. What do you need?"
Joe's got the ramen ready. He said to send you over for some. You wanna eat that?
That's all I got.
Are you trying to are you doing like a double, like trying to get both of them?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Give whatever action you're rolling for that.
I would like to do skirmish.
Okay.
Because I'm fighting them.
Would this already be like a +1 die with the disguise for the help?
This is going to be for great effect because that's what the bonus here is.
Gotcha.
So it's actually a controlled for great effect because of the setup.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Now, I only have 2 die, and I'm not Yuna, so the guarantee on a 6 is not there. Will anyone assist me?
Anybody playing cleanup?
Who's at what? I
Anyone
got
got
2
some extra
stress
stress?
left. I got 2
I know my boy Yuki can't really right now. He gotta save some of that for potential fallbacks, you know? Yeah.
I said we might need to sneak out of here. I think
You
I
need to help.
fine.
How many do you got, Jim?
I got 4 left.
Boy, you better burn one.
Jim's got 4. I mean, is there any way that Yuna can, even though she just did the illusion?
Yeah, she could burn it if she wants to.
I mean, Maggie, you still got a ton.
Say,
Yuna's got a ton left, so.
yeah. I mean, you could even say.
I just don't want to fuck up this opportunity on potentially these guards are done, you know?
Sure.
Definitely understand that.
Just one
Yuna?
stress that I'm.
Yeah, it would just be 1 stress, and then I would get an additional die.
All right, I took my stress.
I love
I
that.
did this last time and I got traumatized, so y'all better.
Trauma's part of it.
Controlled for great.
Okay.
Controlled for great effect.
Okay, come on, do it! Damn it!
Oh man. So, perfect. So, what happens is you come in, you jam up right in to both of their jaws. The one on your right side dies instantly, just collapses.
Hell yeah!
The other takes it and then kind of grabs your arm and then shoves the blade even deeper and looks at you, and you see this skull face looking at you. Says, "Greetings from the Covenant," and then she hits a little thing like on her wrist, and the alarms on this floor start going off. Goes brrrr, brrrr, brrrr. And then she is going to return fire, basically. So she's trying to she takes as she lets go, takes one hand off, kind of slips a knife out and tries to jab you in the ribs. But
Could I resist that complication?
you can.
Could you tell me which one that would be in? Because I may
Let's
not
see,
do
what-
it if it's something else, but
So this was going to fill in the alarm raised.
right,
It would reduce it by one.
right.
So the thrall being there is just a part of it that's happening,
100%.
as well as her
It not being
popping
dead.
the alarm. Right, not being dead, and popping the alarm. But the pie will not fill in all the way.
So basically, the alarm here is active, but we're not like actively being hunted by Ashikaga powers that be or whatever.
Right, not
Is
yet.
sort of what that clock is determining.
Correct.
And then
Now,
go ahead.
so now there are other guards on this floor.
Right.
So how it's a little wobbly as far as that's concerned.
Sure.
Because there are supposed to be.
Well, there were like
guards
4
nearby.
here, sort of, right?
Right.
So it's like I get 2, but then we're still in a scuffle with these other ones immediately.
Right, exactly.
For sure.
So I think that's kind of the consequence there. So like resisting in this may not help so much.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it may be limiting the potential response is kind of what's happening.
Yeah, 100%. So I understand the resistance would remove the pi increase, right? All I would need to know to roll it is if it's insight, prowess, or resolve, basically,
I think this one would
to
be
determine it for me.
I think this would be resolved for sure. I think this one would be resolved. Actually, no.
Would it be like prowess,
prowess.
like I'm catching her
Prowess.
hand or something?
Exactly. That's where
Okay.
my mind exactly went. Was I think it'd be prowess instead.
Okay, I do want to do it, and I'll say
You started, bitch.
we'll see. Hopefully, I get double 6s and clear some stress. Come on! No triple 1s, no triple 2s. Okay? Yeah!
Suffer 0 stress.
Let's go.
So the alarm pops, but it's actually, you know what I'll say? I'll say instead, she's not actually able to pop that alarm. You're actually able to stop her before she's able to do it. But the other guards do see you. They do see
100%.
this.
Yeah.
But the alarms don't go off yet.
Okay.
So you guys have time.
So the guy down the hall presses the
She would say she has something special for when you guys got here.
Okay.
She was definitely here to ambush, and she does. She kind of like flips back and kind of like tries to since you got like both of her, since like she has your wrist and you caught her other wrist. She
Yep.
kind of does this weird flip to like jam a like boot knife into your neck. What action would you use to kind of, or what would you do to get out of that?
I mean, still skirmish. Like, fictionally, I would try to, as she's like flipping me, try to push my weight and push, I'm assuming it's a her, into the wall to where it kind of stops the angle that the foot was going to be able to get me at.
Sure, totally. And I think that would be just a what is she? She is skilled tier. Okay, so yeah, it'd be a risky for limited starting off.
Okay. Which sounds like a great desperate standard, you know?
Going ahead and switching that position for effect.
Quite potentially. Is it too meta to ask if like limited would take this person out, or if a standard would? Does that like break the fourth wall or whatever? You know?
I'll probably start a clock either way.
Sure. Okay.
I think.
Well, the clock is more than one, so I love desperate for standard.
Yeah, absolutely. So say like defeat or drive off.
Was
Ninja Scroll.
Yuna's ability cloaking us as well?
She said specifically Banshee.
Just Banshee, okay. Just curious. I looked at that desperate roll for team thing, D. And everybody gets it.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Can you tell me where that is?
It is on page. Because I even checked on Reddit too, but it's on page 48. Where it's in player advancement. It says when you roll in a group action that's desperate, you also mark XP. And then I was looking at Reddit to see if everybody else was kind of in the same idea. And apparently the guy who, what's his name? John Harper, the guy who made this, he runs it the same way.
Was that his intent?
That was his intent.
So I guess it's like
because
if
we all
things
get the
pop off,
consequence,
yeah.
basically.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And we
so,
did one of those in Prowl.
You did too.
We did too.
We did it twice. I was just scrolling up.
Yeah.
It looked like risky on the other one. No, I guess that was just Moe's. I just happened to see only Moe's on that one.
It was mine because I didn't realize it was a desperate thing.
Right.
Yeah, totally. Go and mark those.
I leveled up.
XP.
Let's
Nice.
go.
Putting that in skirmish, baby.
You don't do that until the end of technically the session or the.
Yeah,
or
no,
for this.
I'm saying like it's leveled up, so I'm gonna put it in skirmish.
Let's see. Where?
But my prowess is at max, so everybody gets that +2. Make sure somebody does it for.
Kyle.
Kyle.
You're welcome, fellas.
Oh,
You're welcome to, Calvin.
You're
Okay,
welcome, dude,
Yuna gave
because I
you a
looked it up.
stress-free group action. All right. Well, minus your exertion.
and
Twice.
and Mo, to answer your question in the chat, yeah, I just want to resolve this roll with Banshee real quick, and then we'll
Yeah, I was
do what y'all are doing.
I was curious if anybody else was reading it, but
No,
I don't know
you're
what
good.
he's doing.
So Banshee, you are skirmishing, desperate for standard.
Yes. Could I? How much do you have, Dre? You got 4. Dre, could I potentially get 1 stress for a die? I'll pay it back someday, brother.
Do it. You got it.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I just want to kill this bitch.
You don't want
Alright.
a devil's bargain?
I don't know. Maybe.
Someone come up with one. I got nothing in the tank right now.
This seems fine. We're gonna roll double 6s right here. Boom. Oh, okay. 6 is fine.
Hey, 6 is good, man.
6 is fine.
It's better. Yeah, you ain't getting no fails.
Yeah.
That was a standard. So boom, boom,
Boom, boom.
filling 2 of those. Yeah, you are able to kind of flip her and drive her into the wall. Like her boot gets kind of stuck, but she kind of like almost like twists her body around. Like you hear bones.
Damn
cracking.
contortionist.
Well, undid. She kind of like twists herself around. You hear bones cracking. She just goes.
That was creepy.
Fucking scary bitch.
That was good.
Yeah, Dre, Jim, and Shadow, you were wanting to kind of go after the guards because yeah, they definitely see this go down, and
Is it Shadow or Yuki? Is
keep looking
Shadow
at
the
the window.
alias?
Shadow is the alias.
Fuck, I'm
Yuki's my
sorry.
name.
Shadow, Mr. Shadow, okay?
Yeah,
I'm trying to
I
get
like
everyone's
that.
fucking aliases down, you know?
Mr.
Yeah, it's
Shadow.
Mr. Shadow when I'm doing business deals.
so the other 2 guards, you know, they see this quick scuffle kind of break out, and they are like in the process of raising their rifles. So you guys have kind of like a split second to do something before those rifles are raised. So Banshee at this point is like just now driving the thrall into the wall. They're raising their rifles. What are you doing?
Oh, bro, it's solid throwing knives, right, kunai right at their eyes.
Okay, that is tough. Oh my god.
They can't see, they can't shoot, or it could go far enough back where it does a little extra.
So, excuse me, these are
throwing knives.
Black caps. What is their?
I'm gonna aim for the nose. That way, if I miss, I still hit the eyes.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Land in the stars.
So, are you leading an action, or are you both just kind of doing separate roles here?
I feel like they would just be separate.
Yeah.
So for that, I would. It's basically for the scene that's happening. It should be like one roll like per like scene that's going down. So this scene is them.
So it would be a group.
It would be them, or just an assault, or just like assist, right? Like spending a stress to assist, and then that's just kind of the action resolve under that. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah, because like I felt like the moment we saw Banshee like mess up, that's when Yuki would have just been like, nope, cover them so we can run up as fast as possible.
Sure. So this, so these guys are tier one dudes. So it would be a risky for limited effect starting out.
Can I change it to a desperate?
By switching your position.
Yeah.
Desperate for standard, you absolutely can, sir. And yeah, tell me what does desperate look like for this?
I was gonna say now throwing like actually having the items, the tools for this, that does something for me, doesn't it? I forgot what it does. It either does something to the effect, or does it give me I know it gives me something, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Let me see, because I don't know if it
has to be a special or quality or something.
Like, because quality will affect position effect, but I don't know if just having the item does that on its own. That's what I don't remember. So let me take a gander here.
No, but I feel like the desperate part of it, like for me, it's like one of these can go sideways and probably hit like the actual alarm system on the wall or something.
Yeah, totally.
Which will cause an incident in itself. So it could potentially mess up what Banshee like stopped.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. Yeah, desperate for standard. Yeah, sorry, I can't find.
Nah, it's cool. Desperate for standard. And that's I'm not getting any modifiers from you, CJ, or are you helping with this one? Or is Jim helping with this one?
Help you, I guess, maybe.
Okay. Because in this, you were away, but in this moment, Banshee tried to kill two of the guards. Got one of them.
Yeah, I killed one of the other ones with the all that we didn't kill, and we were trying to reduce, the alarm raised. Yeah.
And then in that moment, it alarmed the other two guards, and in that moment, like I immediately see it, and I'm throwing kunai at him to try and like put him down.
I can pull out my pair of pistols and take a shot with you.
Hell yeah!
So you just add in he's gonna add a die to it.
Yeah.
You have to take a stress.
Cool. So we're at desperate standard still with the +1 die.
Mm-hmm. You can only add one die, right?
Success. Let's freaking go, team. Like I throw it and then he shoots the kunai even harder. to like blow back. That'd be sweet, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you just see. I mean, it's just a nasty explosion.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, both of them just drop. And the thrall kind of hisses, and it says she is like bent over. She kind of cracks. She like spins her head around, so it's she is herself is upside down. She's twists her head around to be right side up, looking up at Banshee, and says, "That one." Looking at Yuki. The mistress wishes for you to be thralled. She enjoyed the conversation. And then she will
Who to say?
she will throw down. She will then she kind of like spins her foot around and throw and like she has like something like kind of contained within it, throws it down, and it's like this darkness over takes over the room. Comes this pitch black darkness. So what do you guys do?
I mean, I'm gonna pull out my dark-sided goggles.
Activate my thermal vision. What do you mean, brother?
No, legit. Like I have dark-side goggles, so just to see if I can see her as fast as possible.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's so you put those on, and it is almost like a horror movie. She just like comes out of the darkness right at you, Shadow, and like she's jumping on, attempting to like latch onto you. What do you do?
Oh, easy finesse. Like so it was originally 6 small blades. So after throwing the 2, immediately grab the other ones. She drops it, put the things on, and it's all like coming in for the slice across her throat to try and finish her off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you're set all set up for that. So yeah, just risky standard.
Risky standard.
So she came like off of me to him.
She like so like you kind of tossed her into the wall, right?
Yep.
She like basically like contorted herself, broke so many bones to like spider crawl off of the wall and then over to Yuki. The Shadow.
I'm just trying to think if there's some sort of way. I'm trying to think if there's yeah, Mr. Shadow. I'm trying to think if there's any sort of way I could potentially help him.
Yeah, I mean, if you were like trying to add a die,
right,
you can certainly say like she definitely like was able to catch like a leg or some shit.
Sure.
I really want to.
We're getting danger close to trauma here, but I'm fine with that. I'm gonna spend the stress to give you a die, Mr. Shadow, and yeah, I would just like have tried to hinder her somehow so she doesn't get over there as fast, so he has a little bit more time to react.
Okay.
Sweet. All right. So risky standard plus 1 die.
555! Come on, man! That's basically a 6, right?
Pretty cool, though. It's still success.
Still does it. So that is a standard. So I mean, it does get her. So Banshee, what did you do to her again? You like kind of took a leg?
Yeah, basically I tried to grab at her feet like as she was fucking spider crawling, but like I can't fucking see, right? So I'm just like,
sure,
fucking, you know.
I think you actually snatched that leg, like it just came off.
That's my leg.
And so like she spider jumps. She kind of jumps over to try to get at you. You finesse. How do you like cut her? Like where are you cutting and where are you hitting?
I feel like it's like with the blade, it's like quick to the throat, and then right when she's like moving by, puts it like right in the liver part, and then he just walks forward.
Yeah, so you drive it in. She she kind of like falls onto you, and like you feel her claws kind of like drag across your back.
That from me.
And she definitely does gives you a very gross, like undead, like toothy kiss. And says, "My mistress will come for you soon." But then she, kind of. So you take level Level 1 harm.
Yeah,
just
I'm gonna
like bleed.
negate that with my armor.
Okay, yeah. So it doesn't happen. You kind of feel the claws rending across the armor. She does her grossness, flips back, and then like spider crawls away like into the adjoining hallway, into the darkness.
Coward.
You have driven her off.
And that is why we have 5 for the normal loadout. Armor.
So the door to Iwamoto's room is now no longer guarded, and
That's
you
what
are
I'm
able
talking
to.
about.
I mean, it's not locked in any like way that would require a roll. So do you try to like just finagle it, or do you just
No,
kick
we got
that
the
bitch in?
dead bodies of the dudes, and then we can just use them to scan biometrics and then go in. That's all we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you just have the scan there with the
Hold
the
up,
dead
homie's
bodies.
head.
You open the door, opens up, and you see Iwamoto. He's this very unassuming guy. He's like sitting at the desk, and then he goes, "Oh shit."
Dimitri, before we go,
Mhm.
in this world, everybody has a soul shard, right?
That is correct.
And everybody who's just died here is evaporating.
Yeah.
I'm taking the soul shards while we're walking away, while the
Now-
room is still dark.
Now I will say, if it's not a part of the reward, they're not going to be soul shards you can use. Like,
This
There-
is
there-
all simply Vice.
no, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know, like they're not soul shards you would be able to use like for leveling up. They're just
Yeah, this is
But,
purely Vice lore story-wise.
no, perfect. And so Iwamoto, he sees you guys coming in. He looks up, for a second. Doesn't, at first, just thought it's like more guards, and then he sees this group walk in, and he's just like, oh fuck, oh shit, oh no,
Domo.
no.
Yes. Shh. Quiet.
Shut up.
Closing
Shut up.
the door slowly behind us.
Somebody.
No. And judo chop.
Yeah, someone knock him out. Knock his ass out.
You knock him out easily enough.
I got a flashback idea.
What's up?
Flashback idea. Just like we teleported here with our dude's hair.
Wait, no,
We're
no,
gonna
no, 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 I got you. I got you with the flashback on how we're getting home.
Let's freaking go.
I've got you. If
Oh, we
that's
got-
where we're-
We're leaving out of this room.
I mean,
it.
let's
If
look
y'all-
for fun stuff first.
Okay, like I got you. I set us up for my own flashback last episode.
She
But
set
I'll
up
be
a
quiet.
flashback.
I did. But I'll be quiet while we do whatever you want in this room first.
Yeah, we'd knock him out first because he's yelling help.
Yeah, no, you have to roll anything for that. That is very simple for you guys to do.
Talk in his mouth.
Yeah,
Wait, now-
Trey, can we check the room? Like, I guess order of operations. It's like
Hold on, just for flavor, can I give him the same gut punches the bathroom guy?
you're
Knock him out.
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make him
Yeah.
shit himself.
Oh, you want to make him shit?
Nah, man, we gotta carry him home. Yeah,
man. We gotta
brother.
For him.
Come on, man.
Okay.
I feel like we're having this conversation with you right now in the game.
In the TV show, that's what really just happened. Nah!
He's not live streaming right now, right?
This isn't the live stream guy.
This isn't
No,
the live
he's-
stream guy.
Yeah.
That's Yuna's target.
Yep, that's my guy.
Now we did say Moon was your alias
Really?
for when we're out for the thing, right?
Oh, I
That's
have the
fine.
same name for the second guy too. Oops.
Okay. Moon, get us away home. Dre, little Jim, check the rooms for anything important. Benji,
Yeah, look for stuff we can sell.
yeah, guard the door, my friend.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you looking for in this room? What action would you use to do that? I give you one person, one action.
One person, one action, baby.
Jim, what's your highest insight?
Hunt. With a 2. and then surveys at a 1.
I got study at a 1. For
I feel
this,
like
I would probably say study or survey makes the most sense.
yeah, I would think study would be able to really pick out if a document is valuable or not, like the information on it is of use to someone.
Especially if we could use it against the Ashikage. That's Mr. Shadow's mentality here.
That's how
like where your
Mr.
head's at.
Shadow would like to.
Find some
Yeah.
information on the enemies.
Yeah, like where your heads are at.
Cool.
And maybe even hunt with the 2 just for, you know, like looking around the room extra carefully, you know, hidden compartments and in drawers, you know.
Oh, I like that
And
too.
obviously, you know, if we come across some gold or, you know, some money,
I'm coin.
Some sick coin, brother.
Yeah. So, what are you rolling? Who's rolling it?
I could potentially help with the hunt. I have a dot and hunt. If you
I
want,
mean, you don't need to have the if you want to do team action.
That's what
I mean,
I'm
if you want to
saying.
do team action, I have a dot and hunt too.
I have 0 dots in hunt, so I'm busy getting us home.
And we can make it desperate since it's a
Hold on.
serious situation.
Hold on.
For some really good intel.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
you don't have to have a dot to roll it, right?
No,
No.
it's just that with Yuna's lack of one, there's a higher chance that Lil J would just take the
lower.
stress.
Yeah.
So she's basically adding 1 stress for sure, but we would have a lot more chances to get a success.
So, Lil J, you are rolling hunt, looking for potential docs to sell. All right. Yeah, the risky standard.
Are we wanting to do the group or no?
I thought the 3
Hell
of
yeah,
them
that
were
was the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
If we choose group, do we all have to do it? Am I doing it too
Yeah,
then?
you would have to do
Okay.
it.
Okay.
No, she no.
No,
She does
she-
not.
She does not have to do it?
No, it's only the people that want to roll.
Interesting.
So it would be me, you, and Jim.
I'm getting us home.
Because she's getting us home. That's why.
And I will help her with getting us home with my own intent.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll help.
You want to change positions to make it desperate, or you
Jim
good with where
fucking
we're
does
at?
it, bro. Jim just does it.
just
Just
do
does
it.
it.
He didn't even need us.
I'm not even. I'm gonna roll anyways.
Yeah, you might as well see if you get a crit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Boom,
No, but
take
you-
a stress.
You get my stress, baby.
Oh, thanks. You left.
Yeah. So Lil J, you
Buddy.
you know, again, you've worked in these areas before. You kind of know where some of these eggheads kind of keep some of the more important documents. And you kind of look, sift through like some parts of his desk. You find like a hidden compartment. Go like, knew it. Take out a book full of schematics of it looks like some potential new like Ashikaga tech for their robotics division. Some of their new holes that they may be creating. If you find a buyer from, it would be worth probably anywhere from 4 to 6 gold, but you'd have to find a buyer though. So that won't be part of the coin reward. That will just be something you guys will have to try and find someone who will want to buy that.
That's still dope, man.
Incredibly dope.
Possibly, you said possibly worth 4 gold?
4 to 6.
4 to 6, possibly.
What is for gold or coin?
Or for a coin.
Coin,
Sorry.
coin.
Coin.
I was like,
I know what you meant.
good. I was just like, what does that mean for us?
Yeah. But yeah, with that, I assume you are gonna blast off again back home.
Yeah, what do you got cooked up here?
So, flashback to our last session when she was mixing up the thing. At the end, she cut her hand and slammed that bloody handprint on the table in the hideout. So, to get us back, we're not going to have all of my cooking supplies, if you will. So, we're going to play in some blood magic, use that blood that's on the table to pull us home the same way that we got here. And she basically has reopened that cut on her hand and is Rafiki style going and giving everybody across their forehead so that it's all pulled together and we all go back to that same bloody handprint.
Yes, blood
Okay.
magic.
That's the beacon that pulls us home.
The beacon's lit.
And that doesn't require a roll because that is a since you guys kind of since that was pretty set up beforehand. For sure. I think that would just cost 2. That would cost the max of the flashback 2 stress.
Which is why I couldn't let y'all get me too stressed. I knew that's how we were getting home.
I like it.
Yeah, you know, I think that would definitely be very taxing. But you know, you had that set up for sure. And so yeah, what does it look like as she teleports everybody home back to the hideout?
I would say that it's very similar to how we got here, but you're getting the tiniest glimpse into like her mind, and you can hear the wails of Ibagoth kind of just like on the winds as we are traveling back on the magic.
Very nice. Yeah, you hear wails and some like whispers, kind of tickling your ears as you pass through the ghost field, and then arrive back home, safe and sound.
Are you haunted with your trauma?
Yes.
Will that affect you, like being so close to your god in that moment, or like would it cause your mind to?
I mean, that's why she's always kind of like more worried about what's going on in the magic field. I don't think it's like, to her it doesn't feel negative, it feels positive, but it definitely makes her more conscious of what is happening in the magic than what is maybe happening in the moment in the real world.
That's so funny. Like, when you said the whales, I was thinking like the sea creatures. It's like, oh god. It's like, oh wait, no, she meant okay.
I guess it's good that Dee added whispers as well, wailing.
Yeah, it's like, all right, so she just got whales. Like, all right, sick.
Has Yuna killed anyone with her magic? Just curious.
I don't know if she actually has yet. She's definitely like gotten in and helped kill things with her magic.
Well, yeah, because like I feel like in the moment with like just to mess with your trauma, like I imagine like while Yuki is walking in front of you in this ghost field, like the dead from the like you notice something's weird about Yuki, and then you see like these spirits walking behind him, and it's like, I just seen these guys, and then when they turn and look at you and it's gone and their flesh is like twisted, and the wailing isn't like the Visigoth wail, it's them like screaming at you. Like I feel like the haunted of just being a part of this could be an issue with you, but then you know,
just a thought, bro.
Have to deal with that for sure. In the next score and see. We didn't really dive into their traumas this one, but we'll have to definitely make sure we remember that next time for sure. But yeah, you guys make it back to the hideout. That is a score complete, friends.
Score complete.
I think we did amazingly well.
We did amazingly well.
You guys did fantastic. Did absolutely
I mean, there
fantastic.
were fucking Una brought so many fucking sixes tonight.
Big facts.
I think as a whole we had a shit ton of sixes.
Yeah, that was a good night for y'all, dice wise for sure.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
Right, we'll pay for it next time for sure.
You felt like Masquerade at night.
We only had like 2 failures.
I think those were during the lead, the group actions too, so they didn't affect you too bad.
Because Yuna had a failure and I had a failure. The rest were partial successes to successes. Like we did really good.
Yeah.
This was my one failure.
And we got 2 desperate rolls, guys.
Yeah, you didn't trigger the worst stuff that was gonna come your way for sure. There was gonna be some real nasty shit if those alarms tripped up. Yeah, you guys did awesome. Yeah, you guys, you know, I assume Banshee probably would take their charge to Etsu. Drop them
Hell
off.
yeah.
And she, yeah, you know, you drop them off at the place. She says, you know, she looks at him, says, "Fucking bang job, man. No issues. Doesn't sound like it. I'm not getting any chatter on Sigil. So I may need you for the next part of this, but I'll get in contact with you when that's ready."
Yeah, you know me and my team's always good if the coin's good.
Shit, you're gonna be getting some good rep from me. I'll tell you that. Good word of mouth. Good job. I'll get the coin to you pretty soon.
All right,
So,
appreciate it.
Yep,
We're
yep.
so cool. I'm sorry.
Wasn't that like 2 or 3, like 4 tiers higher than us? Wasn't that like a tier 5?
So like
Ashikaga is a tier 5.
Ashikaga is tier 5. The compound itself was tier 3. And
2 higher than us.
yeah, too high for it. I mean, you guys are punching above your weight pretty hard.
Are we tier 1 now?
You
Are
might
we
be.
tier? I thought we were tier 0 still.
You're tier 0 right now.
Yeah.
So it's still
you-
3 up.
3 of us.
Yeah.
Hot dog, man. This is what's up. Smoke on the water, baby.
Smoke on the water.
Hey, they didn't want that smoke.
No,
They
Nah,
didn't want
they didn't want that smoke.
nobody wants to smoke.
At least the guy who was taking a crap is okay. He's fine.
Yeah, he'll live.
You had a bad day.
He'll live.
He probably woke up feeling better actually because it all emptied out of his tummy.
I
He was
believe
he was unconscious for at least part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, he probably had a good nap.
Um,
At least
so
if
do you
we
guys want
leave,
to?
no more bubble guts. It's all out
Right?
there.
Do you guys want to do payoff now, or do you want to save that for next week?
Let's do it now.
Do it now? Okay. So yeah, you got that one was 8 coin plus 2 tier 2 soul shards.
Yeah, 8 coin. And 2 tier 2 soul shot.
Mm-hmm.
Tier 2 soul shots. Nice.
Let's see.
Where's our crew? Smoke on the water.
Payoff. Where you at? There we go. Oh, right.
8 coin. We only have 4 coin?
I mean, we spent a shit ton last time.
No, well, we only have 2, but I'm wondering, can we add more coin?
Not to the
Yeah.
not to the crew until you get a vault. So you can throw 2 in there, and then you have to split 6 amongst yourselves. But so yeah, let's go through it. So 2 rep per score by default. The target of the score is higher than you. You take plus 1 rep per tier higher. So that is 2 default, and this was and the target was a tier 3, so you take 3 more rep. 2, 3.
Now, D, we originally already had 2 coins in the thing, or did you just add those?
We have.
We had
Did
those
you?
already.
Did you? I thought y'all had spent those.
We
I know
had
I
4.
I know we spent some
and we
last
spent
time.
2. When I opened this sheet, there were still 2 in there. So I'm just going on what was there
Okay.
today.
We'll just go with that then.
So we can add 2 more to it.
Mhm.
So we're at 4 coin, and then we have 6 left for the crew. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then some. I think personally, since Yuna had the most 6s, I think Yuna should get 2 coin to her sheet. But
My
that's just me.
only argument for that would be potentially we go with a strat of just whoever has the most fucking stress gets the highest amount of coin so that they can do their stress again.
I got you.
I feel like
I mean,
that's
you can use each other's coin for each other as well. It's not
yeah.
really crazy.
I like where your head's at though, Travis.
Just because we're always, teamwork wise helping each other out, so it just helps out the whole team that someone else's stress is lower.
Sure.
So this is
Did we get any?
I wonder. So that's kind of where I'm sitting at here. So if you keep the operation completely quiet, so no one knows about it, you earn 0 rep. Now you guys were very quiet. I don't know that anyone knew you were in that building. However, part of the complication, of course, was that the guards were heightened because they were warned that you guys would be coming.
Yeah.
By the Covenant. So it's up to y'all how you guys.
Well, I mean, like,
figure that.
the dude's gone and people are dead, so I feel like there's no way they can't notice that at least we were there. Someone was there, right? So someone will be.
Somebody was there.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely did not go above controlled. I mean, you guys kept that shit.
Yeah, I would argue that it's that. But
contained. I'm sorry.
I cannot, argue that there was no evidence of our being there.
Well, there was evidence. The 2 guys that we left alive.
That's what I'm saying. There was lots of evidence that we were there. Yeah.
I guess that's totally fair.
Yeah, and I know for a fact. I think me and Dre are the only ones that wear masks. Does everybody else wear masks?
I have look at this. It doesn't show it on my character sheet, but she wears a facial mask.
This pretty mug is out all the time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't really factor in towards
right if we get found or yeah.
I just story wise, I guess.
Sure. So yeah, that's because it was contained. A contained score. That's 2 heat there. Do we add anything else? Let's see. 2 heat. Add 1 heat for a high profile or well connected target. Definitely well connected.
Yep.
Add +1 if you're at war. You're not at war. +2 if a killing was involved. There was a killing.
Ooh, boy, we're getting close.
So
Definitely mark them guards.
yeah, y'all. I mean, y'all keep your heat pretty contained though. All things considered, especially for a tier 0 crew. You guys are keeping it pretty damn contained. So then we go to it heat.
Pretty daring.
Entanglement. Let's see. So your heat is what, 4 to 5, right?
Yeah, we're at 6. Our heat.
After payoff and heat, generate an entanglement for the crew using the list below. Oh, okay. You're at 6? All right.
Yes, sir.
So roll a number of dice equal to their wanted level. So 2, take the lowest because you guys are not wanted. So a 4. So let's see, we get gang trouble or questioning, reprisals or unquiet dead. Show up for, oh, no, I see. So reprisals or unquiet dead.
What about the unquiet undead?
Trauma. Yeah. It could be a good trauma story.
What does that do? Let me just see here. Unquiet dead. A rogue spirit is drawn to you, perhaps as a past victim. Acquire the services of a whisper or railjack to attempt to destroy or banish it or deal with it yourself. Yeah, I mean, I think rolling off with the story that Yuki did as y'all were coming back through the ghost field. Yeah, one of those spirits of the black caps that y'all killed kind of attaches to you, and shows up in the hideout, causing trouble.
That little fucker.
Cursing you out, saying, "I'm gonna rat on you little shits as soon as I can find somebody. I'm telling
Ain't nobody
on 'em."
scared of little spirits.
And we're like, dude, calm down. You're fine. We'll eat some ramen together. You'll be good. We'll put you in a hole, man. You'll be fine.
So how do you deal with this? Do you acquire the services of a whisper? I mean, you have a whisper.
Because I am the whisperer.
You know.
Can I banish him back?
Yeah.
Wait. Moon. Can I use you for something? Can we do a little something together? A little bonding moment? I feel as though I've been wanting to talk to you about the Great Shadow. And I think this would be a good opportunity. We have a perfectly good spirit here. I think me and you we can bond over this.
Come
You
to
two,
an old-
what's your name? Mr.
Eat my
Black
ass.
Cap?
Eat my
My
ass.
ass? Okay. I think you'll be quite useful to the Great Shadow. I think you'll gain plenty of power, and you can probably come back and haunt me if you really want to.
What do you
Let's
have in
see.
mind with your great shadow?
Oh, it's
Ibadok
perfect.
hungers.
Oh, if she hungers, it requires this particular spirit, I maybe you could help me with the other two. And he like shows the other soul shards. He's like, but this one can be yours. I'd love to help you.
Let's talk, you and I.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So I'll just need to roll just an action roll on like what you do to deal with this spirit.
I think this would still be a tune, and I envision it being like a less kosher like cleansing.
Mhm.
Like normal cleansings you think of, they've got their sage and they're like, go to the light, she's like, fuck off, bro, go get the hell out of here with her sage, and may even God eat your soul entrails. Shoo.
So is she trying to like send him to Ivagoth? Like, is that her
I don't
intention?
know if that's like, it's more not like, hey, she really thinks that the soul is gonna get eaten, but more like this great power can do with you what it wills, sort of deal.
Okay. Yeah, I think just controlled standard for all that. We're just kind of seeing what happens here. It happens regardless. Yeah, man, on a roll. Yeah, you send them off, and
May the
You,
darkness never see you again.
and he's just swearing up a storm. He's like, you little shits, I swear to God I'll get back to you. I swear to the gods I'll get you. And these actual like almost like spiritual, like you kind of see them in the ghost field. They are like almost very hazy. Like the rest of you, it almost kind of just looks like smoke. They kind of form out of the ghost field and curl around him. He goes, no, you shits, as he's just kind of dragged into the ghost field.
Fuck yeah.
That works. Do you, looking at like Yuna, do you feel better?
I do.
Well, if you feel better, I feel better. Now let's talk about my savior, the Great Shadow.
All right. So we'll finish up with crew XP, and then we'll do player XP next time.
Copy.
So this time, did you execute a successful accident, disappearance, murder, or ransom? You absolutely did.
Yes.
You absolutely did. Did you contend with challenges above your current station? Absolutely.
Yes.
Uh, did you bolster your crew's rep or develop a new one? You absolutely did.
So it's
They,
you mark 2 XP if it happens multiple times, right? Does the contending when challenges above our station, does that not max out at 2 just because it was like every single thing we did?
Mm,
And we had a
I guess-
separate group come after us.
But the
I
first
guess you could argue that.
the first one too, because I mean, we pretty much kidnapped a dude, and we murdered some people while we were there.
No, that one is more like specifically your operation, like what your score was. Like, did you complete that score?
Okay.
Basically. But I do think, yeah, you could totally argue 2 for contending with challenges above your station for sure. Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
Yeah.
How? I want to know.
So did we do the bolster your crew's rep or develop a new one?
Yes.
Yes.
We did do that one. Okay.
The goal in itself was to boost our reputation for Smoke on the Water, and then the drives of us just being daring in how we did it. Like, that was hard, dude. Like, us teleporting in, doing that stuff, and then having to really like to teleport out, and to still be stealthy assassins. Like, most of these people don't even know, even like collectively when we did it, like Yuna doing like her illusion stuff for us to like assassinate the 2 dudes, to making us look like we were a part of that crew, going in, taking one of the highest, I wouldn't say the highest priority person there, but he was a high priority target, and then coming out, but they don't really know who we were, and did it successfully too. Like, to me, I think we expressed at least one of the things in there. The nature of our crew is assassins.
I was gonna say
So-
that potentially I could see, depending on how you define essential nature, like potentially we showed our essential nature by using our whisper to traverse like the ghost field to get in and then get back out. Like, that shows that we have a pretty high proficiency with that. But again, that's depending on how you define essential nature.
So to me, at least, like, goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature is sort of like the core part of the group. Like,
I guess that's something we would need to create prior to doing these things, so that we can role play them in game to actually utilize them for.
I think
crew
it's
XP.
hard that we're such a fresh crew too. You know, like we don't
No,
have.
I agree with you.
You know,
and I mean, and that's the thing, right? Like, it's sort of, it doesn't necessarily have to be something you come up with beforehand, but through role play, you can definitely like determine what is it that Smoke on the Water stands for. Like, what is it
right,
what is it they are trying to accomplish?
right, and that's why I'm like, I don't
like,
think we have too much of that yet.
Right.
You know,
like it's a
like
pretty new crew. I do think Mo's arguments, I think we'll go with it for, I think for this session, I think it's fine to go with it, but I would ask for the next time that we kind of start defining what Smoke on the Water is about.
Because I'm pretty, like, we're meant to be daring. Like, I guess that's the thing. Like, and the reason why I say it is, like, that is one of the or I guess one of the essential nature of the crew is to be a daring crew, to where people are all like, yeah, when we need something hard to get done, we're calling Smoke on the Water. When we need something that's almost impossible,
or just
to be
like
done,
if we need someone crazy.
even if it's crazy, if you want it to be
Smoke
like
on the
that,
Water will fucking pick it up.
But regardless, like, we're getting, the idea is that Smoke on the Water is that crew when you're like backed against the corner and you need that person to come in and to be like, yeah, I'll take it, just because you're a friend, you're gonna feed us ramen, and we can potentially get some corn or just, I don't know, just goofy stuff if we want it to be that way, because we're tier 0. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can bring those to the table, and that's the essential nature of our crew. And we're gonna try and be as quiet as possible. Hence the assassin part. You don't want people to know that we're there or make it too loud.
Trying to see, because that filled in crew XP.
I think we got to
So-
click a thing.
So I believe that you can choose either what is it, a crew upgrade or crew ability, and I think that takes you up a tier as well.
Do we get the turf as well?
No, getting a turf requires a score.
Requires a score. Oh, that's what
Mhm.
that means.
Mhm.
That's cool. Okay.
That's part of how you can kind of like in terms of like generating your own score effectively. If you're like, we want to go and take this from this person, and it's like, okay, let's see what that is.
Oh, that's sick. I like that. That's cool. Okay. Cool.
Um,
So we're looking at upgrades and abilities. There was a couple upgrades that were actually really cool for us.
Didn't we
That I
want to
was-
try and get like boats literally on the water or something?
I mean, why when we can just teleport everywhere?
Boom.
We
He-
might not
he
always
said it.
have
I
somebody
was thinking it.
spare, or I might always not have a bloody handprint somewhere to pull us back.
But I mean, you always can with whatchamacallit, callbacks or whatever, foreshadowing.
Flashback?
What's it called? Yeah, flashback.
I didn't
I will
realize I
say-
could just make anything up. I literally set it up last game with that in mind. Of like, this bloody handprint, we're gonna flash back to it, I'm gonna pull us home.
Not to
Yeah.
be that guy, but I do kind of wish we had a training upgrade.
I mean, we get the prowess and insight already, right?
Do we have that upgrade already?
Yeah.
Training insight, training prowess.
Oh, cool. If you have training upgrade, you're. Oh, I didn't know we could do it with insight. That's cool. You don't want the last one for resolve, so that our magic person can get faster magic abilities.
I'm not incredibly opposed to it. I think
I
because
think that'd be sick.
we have secure lair. I'm trying to find
We
all
have
this shit.
quarters. It's on page 95.
95.
Yeah, I like the idea if we either did. So these are my ideas: training to finish either resolve, vault so we can get add more coins to our crew, or hidden layer, and that's just upgrade ideas that I think would be cool. Abilities. Where are the abilities at? Special abilities.
And you can, I think they're also on
Yeah.
the playbooks.
I would say currently to fuck the vault, like we're spending our coin to, delete heat and stress a lot. And then even if we have extra, we could just use that to train,
Right.
for now, at least until we can get more dots. And then once we feel better, maybe we could start stacking some cash. But I don't think we need to save too much right now.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
I kind of like the hidden lair. Boathouse is obviously sick and works with the fiction really well. The training would obviously be useful for our magicians.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much good with anything except I would vote against the vault.
No, I do like the training in the boathouse. I think that'd be pretty sweet. I'm with you actually on that one, Maggie.
I think Boathouse is the funnest fiction-wise. So
Facts.
if we're, I think we could be smoke on the water actually now. So,
I was wrong. So your tier doesn't go up. Rep is the XP tracker for that.
Okay.
So when you fill in rep, that's when your tier goes up.
So crew
we're getting
XP,
close.
we get an upgrade or an ability.
Correct.
Okay.
I believe it's either 2.
I thought we
Upgrade.
get 2 abilities.
I believe it's 2 upgrade. Let me just double check here.
An upgrade is available. Asset the host each crew type 2 pre-selected, and then you get to add 2 additional to your crew. So you have a total of 4 upgrades when you start. We should have 4 upgrades when we start.
Yeah, we have 4 right now. We have quarters, secure layer, training insight, and training prowess.
Okay,
so
cool.
When you fill your crew advancement tracker, clear the marks and take a new special ability or mark 2 crew upgrade boxes. So yeah, you have to do it.
I think we should do the boathouse and the training.
Yep, 100%. I'm with that.
Y'all good with that?
Yes.
With that.
And you don't have to answer it now, but think on how y'all got those as well next time.
Oh, we could put that in the chat. We could talk about that.
Yeah, where did it come from, and then how did it become a new part of the crew?
Dude, maybe it can be our ramen boat where we just move across the thing.
It's got like ads on the side of it.
Yeah, I think that'd be freaking hilarious. So, we help the ramen shop guy by putting the advertisement, and then maybe we do deliveries with it when we're not working.
Yeah.
To throw people off.
To throw people off, exactly.
Awesome. So what was it again? I'll throw it on there.
That's our laundry company right there.
That's our laundry company. The boathouse and the training for resolve, so we can get those points. Yeah, we about to get some points,
That's why I'm like, we need to just spend our cash, bro. Like, if you have extra cash, you can literally just start stacking the XP.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing boathouse. Where's this at?
It is at the top.
Oh, there it is. I got you.
Yeah.
I see it there. Boathouse and training for resolve, right?
Yes, sir.
So, like, Maggie, next time you could potentially just burn 1 for stress and then use 1 downtime for 2 ticks of resolve. So then you'd have 2 ticks of resolve. Any character XP that you get, you could put on the 3rd one, and boom, you've got another dot somewhere in resolve.
Does everybody get the resolve? Explain. I'm
yeah, so like if you train during downtime, you get 2 XP instead of 1 for resolve. Or any of them now at this point.
Basically, yeah. You got them stacked now.
So last time when we did the training and I did prowess, I was supposed to get an additional one?
You're supposed to get 2 ticks.
Yeah. I almost am positive you did. Yeah, I feel like go back and watch.
Yeah, I maxed it. So
right. Yeah. Because I think we were both doing that same shit, basically.
Yeah.
Now, I did it. So the 2 desperate rolls that we did with CJ, we marked those now. You want us to mark that when we do our
basically when they fill up, they don't carry over. So if it was filled up, then it's filled up from the end of the score.
Oh, so the desperate roll that I did, which would have been an extra one.
Right, it wouldn't count towards more. They don't carry over.
That's rough, bro. I wish I would have known that beforehand. That hurts a lot.
Hurts us so. Well, I've got a hard stop, so y'all can keep chatting, but I'm gonna start the recording since we're basically done.
Yeah, no, this was it. Finishing up with just the crew, and we'll do everyone's personal playbooks next time.
Hell yeah!
Awesome job, y'all. That was a 6 score. You guys killed it.